leaders of Great Millstone for pushing the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, pushing the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. And I say shalom to the Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson that I want to bring out. And this is from MSN.com about the crypto politician, if I pronounced that right. And this is from Jade Hamden, published by him 1 hour ago. And it reads, Saudi Arabia wants to join the BRICS New Development Bank. And keep this in mind too, that, Saudi Arabia was economic partners with the United States. And I would say security over there in the Middle East as security allies for the United States as well too. But as of recently, we've been seeing Iran clicking up together with Saudi Arabia and other Arabian countries as well too. So keep that in mind as well too. Now, as of lately, we've been seeing Saudi Arabia turn away from depending on the American dollar and the euro dollar as well too, right along with the other BRIC countries as well too. As of lately, they've been turning away from the American dollar. So I just want to add a note to that as well too. It says Saudi Arabia wants to join the BRICS New Development Bank because as of lately, we've been seeing these nations been coming with their own form of currency. With their own form of currency, because sooner or later, the American dollar and the euro dollar is going to be a thing of the past as we moving forward of a central digital bank currency. That's why these nations are quickly using alternatives, coming with their own form of currency as they continue to turn away from the American dollar and the euro dollar as well too. Other former allies of economic partners that they used to be with, from the Western countries and other countries as well too. We'll continue on with the reading. It says the Shanghai-based New Development Bank, which is NDB, referred to as the BRICS nation, in a substantive dialogue with Saudi Arabia. It says about potential membership. If Saudi Arabia will become the 9th member of the Influence Financial Institute, it says this critical move could solidify the bank's funding capabilities, particularly as Russia, a funding member, grapples with the impact of the global sanctions. It says depending on economic ties with global south, the development comes after a moment when the Saudi kingdom seeks to reinforce its relations with the world's largest developing economies. It says the NDB was established as an alternative to Western-led Bretton Woods Institute and has made significant strides in asserting its influence on the global financial system. It says if Saudi Arabia joins the BRICS, it will be depending ties with the world's second largest oil producer and strategic economic allies of the global south. It says Saudi Arabia's potential membership in the NDB arriving a financial institute undergoes a critical review of funding sources. And this introspection has been triggered by the effects of Russian invasion of Ukraine. It says the timing of Saudi Arabia's potential membership is also noteworthy as a country as the top global crucial oil export has been cementing close relations with China. It says the mutual admiration between Riyadh, which is part of Saudi Arabia, and Beijing was probably during the Chinese President Xi Jinping recently visit to Saudi Arabia in March It says China successfully meditating an agreement between Saudi Arabia and Iran to resume diplomatic relations, signaling a new era in the bilateral ties, financial fortification, and geopolitical realignment. In this short, brief history, 2015 in the NDB sets up by the BRICS country, which is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has extended loans worth 33 billion to over 96 projects in its five funding members nations. It also brought the members a base in the United Arab Emirates, Egypt, and Bangladesh. If Saudi Arabia is to join this club, it will become yet another big shareholder that will help buffer the NDB finance at a time where resources mobilization has been prompted and challenged. So so with that, hopefully this lesson was edifying of this recent news article from Saudi Arabia potentially might join the BRICS nations. And keep this in mind, like I mentioned again, Saudi Arabia was allied with the United States from a financial sense and a military security standpoint of security in the Middle East as well too. So due to the recent of Saudi Arabia joining and showing back alliance with the Arab nations and joining forces with the other nations as well too, that shows you that Saudi Arabia turned away from the American dollar as well too. So that shows you once again, the nations are turning away from the Virgin Dollar of Babylon. So they don't want no more dealings with the Virgin Dollar of Babylon no more. So these other nations are ditching the American dollar, ditching the euro dollar as well too, and they coming with their own form of currency, or joining a allegiance of the BRIC nations, which they are in the process and continuing trying to de-dollarization the American dollar, and the euro dollar as well too, and they're coming with their own form of currency. So with that, hopefully this was an edifying lesson. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Karkadash. Shalom to the elders of Great Millstone for preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely as well too. Until next time, I will say shalom.